Good morning. So I'm here with my Smith & Wesson M&P45 version 2. I'm using some Superfields. These are 4.51mm head, 8.3 grain. I've got two paper targets, 10 yards and 12.5 meters. I'm going to take 8 shots freestanding. I'm going to cock the actual trigger, so I'm going to make it easier to shoot for the two paper target, and I'll probably do just normal double action for the cans, which are about 15 meters and 20 meters, and see if we can hit them. So so you press this button here, that splits the top. You've got your 8-shot rotary magazine. Put the teeth to the rear, that's where you put your pellets in from, okay, and we're ready to go. Okay, so freestanding, aim point will probably be the base of the actual rack. Not too bad today. Keep still. That's 5. 6, 7, 8. Okay, should be 8 shots. It is. Okay, that's empty. So what we'll do, we'll zoom in on the 12.5 meter target. Same again. I think we'll go for the same aim point, I think. So see how we do. If we can keep still, should be a reasonably decent group. A bit low, I think, that one. Right, I think that's 8. No, we've got one more left. One more shot. Right, so, okay, so what we'll do, we're going to bring those targets up, see how we did. I think some quite low, so maybe the aim point would have been better, a bit higher. We'll go bring them up and have a closer look. Right, so at 10 yards, that's 8 shots, and I'm really happy with that, actually. I think that was the first shot. So yeah, I've got a group round there. I was aiming just here, okay. At the 12.5, I was moving around a fair bit, to be fair. I was struggling to keep still with my breathing. But even then, I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, and these 3 down here, but I don't know where these dropped off. We'll have to review the video. But yeah, it's 10 yards freestanding. I'm happy with that. I think if you can keep still, you'll get a group like that, probably in there. Aim point for this, I wasn't really sure, so I sort of I was aiming with the foresight there. So the whole of the foresight was basically covering the black, which probably didn't help the accuracy, to be fair. But if I'd aimed lower, they would probably group down here. So yeah, what we'll do, we've got the cans that's still standing, even though it's a bit breezy down there, so we'll have a crack at them. We'll pause this video and we'll zoom in on the camera on the cans, and we'll use double action instead of splitting the actual rear slide and using single. We'll we'll pull the whole trigger all the way through double action and see if we can get those cans. So I hope you like the video. Take care, have a great weekend, and thanks for watching. Good morning. So I'm back with my Umarex Smith Wesson M&P45 version 2. I'm using some Superfields. These are 8.3 grain. These got the 4.5 1mm head. So I've got 6 cans at 15 meters and 2 at 20. I'm going to find out at the moment. Now I'm not going to cock the trigger this time. I'm going to use like full double action through the trigger, so that will rotate the magazine and fire it. Where with you can actually cock the back and cock the trigger, which reduces the trigger pull quite a lot, actually, to about 4.5 pounds. Okay, so I've got 8 shots, so that splits the actual thing like that. Pop your magazine in. That's it, ready to go. So we're going to zoom in on the cans. Now I'm not sure about the aim point. In fact, I'm not even sure where's the best place. Probably near the top of the can. Okay, we'll see how we do. Freestanding. It's a bit breezy today, so we'll see how we do. So, aim near the top of the can. Okay. Oh. It's quite difficult to pull the trigger through the whole sweep. It's much easier to actually cock the rear. And I was struggling because I was outstretched for a while and my chest was starting to tighten up. Yeah, we've got 5 out of 6 there. I think 1 completely missed. So what we'll do, we'll zoom in on the 20 metre cans. There's 2 of them out there. Okay, you can see the flag blowing. So what we'll do, we'll zoom in on those cans. There they are in the distance. Just bring the camera onto them. That's 20 metres out. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to hit these, to be fair. It's a long way out. I think it's got the grunt, but I'm not sure whether I can get the aim point. It's going to be above the actual can. Again, we'll do it double action. We'll pull our way through the trigger. We'll aim at the top of the can. Ah, that's pretty good. I was quite surprised at that, actually. I was quite surprised how well they hit. Yeah, so let's pop that magazine out. So we only used 2 shots out of that, so that's pretty impressive. Yeah, I was aiming just above the can with those 2 shots. Freestanding and actually pulling it all the way through the actual. Let's just put an empty magazine in, and I'll show you the trigger. So obviously, if you cock the back of the slide, that cocks the trigger. And that reduces this pull to actually 4.5 pounds. So when you do that, it actually rotates the magazine, so it does all that work for you. And then you just pull it, and then as it clicks, you know, a little click, and then it fires perfectly. And then obviously double action, you've got to pull it all the way through. So pulling it like that is quite a pull, because you've got to pull it to there, and that rotates the magazine, and then you carry on pulling, and then you get to the same point. Okay, but you don't feel that click. So it makes it a bit harder to judge, and of course, because the effort to pull that all the way through is a lot more, it's not as accurate. And I did that with those cans. I just pulled it all the way through and just kept pulling, and I managed to keep it on target. Especially those ones at 20 meters. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Actually, quite surprised. I'm very surprised. Okay, so this is the Umarex Smith Wesson M&P45 version 2. Like I said, I did have version 1, but the internal valve went. So I didn't actually take it all apart, and there's lots of bits and pieces, but it's way too much effort to take it apart and reassemble it. You might as well just buy a new one. I mean, these are sub 150 in the UK. It had a very good life, yeah, the original. Difference between the original and the actual version 2, it's basically cosmetic. It's got a better stippling on this, okay. Different stippling on here as well on the top slide, but the majority of the rest is all basically the same. Like I said, the only thing I had to do with this, the original version I had shot perfect with the sights set. but this was shooting low by a little bit. So what I did, I don't know if you can actually see this, but I put a little bit of card, slackened that top Allen key off, set the sight up, and then just slipped a little bit of card between there and there. It just raised that up a little bit and then just gently did that back up. But don't over tighten that, okay? It does grip really well, but just don't over tighten it, otherwise you'll strip the thread. Okay, it is a plastic rear sight. And as you can see, it shoots great. Yeah, nice and straight. You can put a laser on it if you want, but I don't bother with that. If it shoots straight, unless it was shooting like some BBs. I've got some Springfield, I think the XDM, shoots really low for some bizarre reason. It doesn't seem to have any hop up in there inside the barrel. That shoots really low, so I had to put a laser on that. But generally, if the sight's adjustable and it shoots level and straight at 10 yards, you can always compensate. Like this sight shoots dead on at 10 yards. Okay, so there you go. That is a really nice pistol, really nice stippling branding. Like I said, these are really quite affordable, really, when you think about it. Obviously, Umarex really reliable. Really nice rifle barrel in these as well. The rifle barrels in the Umarex are very, very good. Or even the cheap ones, even the SPA 6s and 100s have decent quality rifle barrels in. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. And like I said, if you like my videos, please subscribe. It's all free. It just means you'll get notifications every time I bring out a new video. Okay, so have a great weekend and take care.